Welcome to Storied Audio. Justin Hale was 36 years old and lived the kind of life people pointed to and said, "That's success." A glass and steel home overlooking the river. A car that purred like it knew its own worth. A job where his signature made grown men stand straighter. He had everything, except anyone to share it with. 3 years earlier, Lena, the woman he once imagined a future with, had quietly packed her things and left. No shouting. No accusations. Just a tired confession that she couldn't keep waiting for him to feel something again. Justin hadn't chased her. He didn't know how. So he built a fortress out of silence instead. Work before sunrise. Home long after dark. Meetings efficient. Decisions cold. Weekends empty. Except for one ritual. Every Saturday morning, Justin walked 3 blocks to a small corner deli. The coffee was strong, the tables uneven, and the cake case had been repaired so many times the corners didn't line up anymore. No one noticed him there. That was the point. He sat in the same booth, ordered black coffee, unfolded a newspaper, and let the world pass without touching him. One bitterly cold Saturday, as he read the business section, a small voice broke through the quiet. "Excuse me, how much is that chocolate cake?" He didn't look up at first. But the deli was nearly silent, and the voice was bright in a way that tugged at something inside him. "It's $25, sweetheart," the cashier said. Justin glanced over. A girl, maybe 10, stood on her toes, dark hair in a crooked ponytail, sweatshirt too thin for winter, sneakers worn down to nothing. She counted crumpled bills with careful concentration, lips moving as she added them twice. When she pushed the money forward, her smile was hopeful. The cashier counted it, then paused. "You're about $7 short." The girl's shoulders fell. She stared at the cake as if willing the missing dollars to appear. "Oh, I thought I had enough." Something twisted in Justin's chest, an ache he hadn't felt in years. Before he could talk himself out of it, he stood. "I'll cover the rest." The girl looked up at him with a smile so pure it hurt. "Thank you, sir. Really, thank you." He nodded, awkward and unsure, suddenly aware of how serious he must look to her. As the cashier rang up the difference, Justin noticed the girl shivering. "It's freezing out there. Do you live far?" "Just around the corner." He hesitated. "Would you mind if I walk you home? Just to make sure you get there okay." "My mom says not to talk to strangers," she said thoughtfully. Then she smiled. "But you seem nice. So, okay." Before leaving, Justin bought several sandwiches wrapped in warm wax paper. Outside, the cold hit them hard. The girl hugged the cake to her chest. "Angie," she said. "What's your name?" "Justin." As they walked, she talked easily, the way children do when they trust someone. "My mom got hurt. She was in an accident. She has to use crutches now." "I'm sorry," he said softly. "She lost her job too. They said they didn't need her anymore. She hasn't gone outside in weeks. I think she's sad. She says she's fine, but she's not." Justin swallowed. He knew that kind of sadness. They reached an old apartment building with cracked steps. Angie bounded up, unlocked the door, and told him to wait while she warned her mother they had company. Justin stood in the hallway, wondering what on earth he was doing. Then the door opened. "You can come in now," Angie said. The apartment was small but neat, drawings taped to the walls, the faint smell of laundry detergent lingering in the air. On the couch sat a woman with dark hair pulled back, one leg braced, crutches leaning nearby. Her eyes were wary. "Hi," Justin said. "I'm Justin." "Rebecca," she replied, cautious. "He paid for my cake," Angie announced proudly. "And he brought sandwiches." Rebecca looked at the bags, then at him. "Why?" "Because everyone needs help sometimes." Something in her expression softened. They talked for hours. Angie showed him her drawings, bright, hopeful things. Rebecca spoke about her job, the accident, the fear that had settled in her chest since her world had shrunk to 4 walls and crutches. When Justin mentioned his company was hiring for desk work, she laughed bitterly at first. Then she applied. She got the job. On her first day, she walked into the conference room and saw Justin at the head of the table. Her face drained of color. "Here?" she whispered later. "You're the CEO?" He smiled sheepishly. "I didn't think it mattered." People noticed a change in him almost immediately. The distant CEO now lingered in conversations. "Listen," smiled. In the evenings, he drove Rebecca home so she wouldn't have to take the bus. He spent time in their apartment, helping Angie with homework, listening to Rebecca until her words stopped shaking. Angie began watching him the way children watch fathers, with cautious joy. One evening as he was leaving, Rebecca stopped him at the door. "I care about you," she said, voice trembling. But I'm afraid. People always leave. Justin took her hand. I was afraid too. Until you. He kissed her, gentle, brief, enough to make her heart race. 6 months later, when he proposed, no one was surprised. Justin Hale had finally come home. Love settled into their lives not with fireworks but with warmth, steady, sure. Justin found joy in small things again. Angie's laughter echoing through the apartment. Rebecca's hand reaching for his without hesitation. Dinners filled with quiet understanding instead of fear. Rebecca discovered safety in his presence, realizing not everyone who stays eventually leaves. She saw how gently he loved her daughter, how he showed up every single day. Together they healed places neither thought could be mended. What they had been searching for, belonging, family, home, they found in each other. And it felt like something that would last forever. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.